I'm Swati Prakash, the author of this book, Shamelessly Arguing with Vegans, available free from earthhealingnetwork.com. And also, these videos, the series called Shamelessly Arguing with Vegans, is on Earth Healing Network on YouTube. At Earth Healing Network is my social media handle. Please follow, subscribe, and share, because this is a charitable cause to support not just the victim animals but also our planet, not just because of the major economic, climate, and health emergencies that have gripped our planet in a short time, but also because all these animals on this planet spiritually belong to the one higher self. All of us are one, not just human, but all animals. We all are part of the Supreme Soul. And to give us guidance, to give us a message, I have the Gita Oracle, because in Gita, Krishna says, I'm identifying with this supreme consciousness, the higher consciousness, which is the soul of all living beings. Yes, all living beings, not just on earth, in the universe, are all one, and that is who God is, a higher self. His gates to hell is the message. Now remember, animal farming and slaughter is hell. Dairy is hell. Animal meat is hell. Animal eggs are hell. All kinds of animal exploitation are hell. Gates to hell. There are 3 gates that open the way to hell. This is written message behind this card. And they are the degradation of the soul. These are lust, anger, greed. So violence is naturally a gate to hell. If you are one with violence, you're one with Satan, not with the higher self, not with the goddess or God, but with the devil. Anger and violence are synonymous. Greed, gluttony, these are gates to hell. Saying you want to have the taste of that product, you love the taste, and you don't want to give up because you can't give up. That means your soul is so lowly, so degraded that you can't even control one. Lust, greed for flesh or milk or cheese. Lust, yes, it's a kind of lust, isn't it? So what is going on? In Gita, this is a scriptural message. It says, avoid these gates to hell at all costs. Krishna says this because Krishna is in us, in all beings. And our higher self doesn't want us to do it. But the higher self also requires us to align with the higher self, to behave appropriately as per our intuition. Something inside us always knows that these are gates to hell, but we still go for them. Why? Even if you're a non-believer, let us see what is the message in form of argument of the day. These are the arguments that are already debunked in this book. I'm getting the argument number 93. It says, you guys, vegans, you use soya, GMO, pesticides. You're ruining the planet and you're ruining animals and killing insects, and it's harmful to the health of human beings, and it's also causing climate change because of your GMO products and pesticides. And, soya. Now, let us talk from the scientific perspective. Surprisingly, 98% of soya is farmed not for vegan tofu or any kind of vegan meats, but for the animal who's going to be killed. Yes, these animals are given soya as feed, and also the babies in dairy industry are fed the soya formula, soya milk, not their mother's milk, so that you can get that inappropriate, harmful and dangerous product called animal milk, which is not your mother's. It harms you. So It's not the vegan use of soya destroying the planet. The animal farming system certainly is ruining your health and the planet. You must think first of saving the animal's life and not just all this about GMOs and pesticides. You're killing someone and then you're feeling very proud that you don't have GMO products, so you don't have pesticides and you have organic lifestyle because you have organic animal slaughtered meat. This is wrong. Where is your ethics? Remember the message of the gates of hell? These gates of hell are very real ones. It's not some otherworldly hell we're talking about, because we are also seeing a destruction of our ecosystem, floods, various tsunamis, earthquakes, and all kinds of disasters are inevitable. All the trees are being cut to keep these animals abused day after day, night after night. Yes, all the oceans and rivers are polluted by their blood and fecal matter. You know that all of this is hell. There's no difference between hell and earth if this goes on. Slaughterhouses are literally hell. You're giving hell to others. Now, what could be worse than that? You being the devil is worse than being a victim of the devil. You know that. You are worried about organic soya. Go and have organic soya. There's organic tofu also. Don't have soya. You don't need to. I don't have soya for most of the days of my life. I mean, I really didn't even have tofu before, a couple of years. I've been having more tofu because my son likes it, but it's not that I need it. I mean, I get enough protein from other ways as well. No vegan is dying due to lack of soya. If we can have animals healthy, strong in the wild, surviving on grass, you think that only GMOs are what vegans eat or can eat? You talk about estrogen in soya, and you have all the estrogen from animal milk, which is harmful. Animal products contain all these disgusting toxins, antibiotics, and animal hormones. They're causing your antibiotic resistance too. You are causing damage. This causes breast cancer, animal products and milk. How can you say that soya is a bigger problem? All the time, the media is developing new stories because the animal agriculture industry sponsors it. Coconut oil becomes worse for your heart than animal butter and cheese. Of course not. Red meat, animal milk, and dairies, the cause of heart disease is not coconut oil. And you don't even need that much coconut oil. You don't need that much oil. Just have your fruits. If that's that big a concern, you will still live. But all this rubbish in media, rubbish researches published that are sponsored by the industries of animal farming, not by soya industry, uh, that is the problem. So, doesn't matter. At least be vegan. You cannot be perfectly organic, perfect in not having pesticides and not using pesticides. You can't be perfect, but at least directly don't cause the murder of someone. That's the least you can do.